that I recently finished. It's a nonfiction book. It's called Undaunted by Caine. Caine uses her dramatic life story to show teens how God rescued her from a life where she was unnamed, unwanted, and unqualified. She tells how she overcame abuse, abandonment, fears, and other challenges to go on a mission of adventure fueled by faith and filled with love and courage. Her personal stories inspire teens to hear their name called just as Christine heard her own. You are beloved. You are the hope. You are the chosen to go into a dark and troubled world, knowing each of us possesses all it takes to bring hope, create change, and live completely for Christ. Is actually the student edition of Undaunted. There is a regular, or I would say adult edition of this book out on the market, so be sure to check that out as well. But I absolutely love this student edition. Let me tell you a little bit about the author Caine, in case you don't know her. Caine is the director of Equip and Empower Ministries, as well as the co-founder of the A21 organization, which this organization helps fight against human trafficking. She is the author of 6 books and lives in Sydney, Australia with her family. I love that Caine has written this book. I haven't read the adult edition, so I can't compare this edition to that edition, but I will say that I love the student edition. I absolutely love that Caine shares her adoptive story in here, the story of her coming to know the fact that she was adopted, and just the sort of identity shakeup that she got from that. But then the realization that God is, sovereign, and that He knows her, and that her identity is in Him. And I think that young people, people of all ages, are going to be able to connect with that story, with her sharing that in this book. It's just so powerful, and it's so encouraging, and it's so inspiring, because even though, you may not be adopted, and that may not be your story. I think at some point in our life, whether it's the death of a loved one, or if it's just growing up and wondering what we're going to do with our lives, we all come to a sort of identity crisis, like who are we, and where do we belong, and what is our purpose? We all have those questions about life, and Caine totally addresses those questions in this book. I love that the story opens with her sharing. She's sort of sitting in a circle with these young women who have gone through such tragedy of being, forced into the sex slave industry. And the stories in there are just heart-wrenching and horrible. And one of the most memorable moments of the book to me, one of the questions that really struck my heart, was a question that one of the women asked Caine. She said, first, why are you here? And Caine went on to tell her that, I'm here to share the love of Christ with you, and the freedom that can be found in Him, that He loves you. She just expounded on that to these young girls. But then the girl asked, why didn't you come sooner? And that question just really struck me as I was reading. I thought, how many people in our community, next door to our home, would ask us that question. Why didn't you come sooner? Why didn't you tell me the message of God and His salvation and His love and His freedom sooner? And that was just the opening of the book. And from there, she goes on to share how we can do this, how in a world that seems so many people need help, so many people need reaching, and what difference can one person make, in that world? Well, Caine gives encouragement, and she just gives you the Word of God that empowers you to reach out and to make a difference. And I think the thing that I took away the most from this book was that it doesn't matter how big or how small, whatever you do in the name of Christ, it it's important, it's necessary, it's needful. Do it. And this book has just so encouraged me, and I know that it will encourage you. I'm going to link below for you to check out more on this book, as well as the A21 campaign. Right now, there's something really cool happening over there. I'm going to leave a link below, and I want you guys to go and check it out and know that you can make a difference in the world. You can make a difference in the lives of people around you. I have to say that this is probably one of the most powerful books I've read this year, and I encourage you to check it out. This is Undaunted by Caine, and I give it 5 out of 5 stars. From JoJo's Corner, until next time, happy reading. Bye, everybody.